Oh brother, oh brother, oh brother. The shorts are being squeezed. The market is ripping. Bitcoin is ripping. The tech sector, specifically the Nasdaq, just hit a 52-week high. Microsoft hit an all-time high. Nvidia hit an all-time high. The shorts are being taken to the wood chipper. Folks, my name is Matt. I'm a degenerate trader. I love stocks, options, futures, crypto, and everything else in between. And in this video, I want to give you a breakdown on what in the world is going on and what to pay attention to for the remainder of this week as we head into that beautiful holiday season, Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything going down, I want to let you know if you enjoyed this type of content, let me know by smashing the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, let's rock. All right, listen up, you nerds. We have a lot to talk about, namely how the whole market went Hulk mode green today. I want to get into the drama surrounding OpenAI, Sam Altman, Microsoft, the craziness happening there, and also a weird little side story. I'm going to save this for the end, but there's a small group of oil traders that work for Shell. They're set up in the Bahamas, and they've been making billions of dollars tax-free. So as you can tell, a lot to get into, but here is the official headline of the day. The Dow closes 200 points higher on Monday as Microsoft lifts indexes. And for those of you who demand the visuals that go along with it, here you go. As green as could be in the S&P 500, call your grandma, call your mom, call your girlfriend, call whoever you need to, but this rocket is taking off. So as many of my fellow degenerate traders know, the overall market, the S&P 500, tracked by the ETF SPY, started off this year in the realm of 380, currently trading at 450. That's pretty good. And most recently, we had a crazy run from 410 up to 450, really moving. The Qs, even better. The tech-centric Nasdaq 100 having a nice pop from 344 all the way up to 390. And like I said earlier, we are at a 52-week high starting off the year around 260, 261. As you can tell, tech has been crushing it. But there's two bells of the ball today. The first one is Microsoft hitting a new all-time high, which is impressive in itself, being this is the second largest stock traded on the entire market. But what's really crazy is this comes after some hot drama. Just leaving this here, this is posted by Morning Brew. Microsoft under Steve Ballmer dropping 26%. Now compare this to the current CEO, Nadella, up 886%. Now, obviously, once again, I'm hitting you with big numbers, high-flying numbers, but when you put it, I guess, under the lens of what happened this past weekend, this was as if succession played itself out in real time. There was a coup, a board ousting, and then people getting stabbed in the back, and the backstabbers getting stabbed in the front, and everything's going crazy, and there's a giant shakeup. Sam Altman, the founder and CEO of OpenAI, an AI company that is creating and running ChatGPT, is largely owned by Microsoft, the old 51-49 split type of a deal. Well, anyway, as of Friday of last week, Sam Altman, he got booted. There was a coup and he lost. Well, that was on Friday. By Sunday, they were begging him to come back. This guy was Jon Snow in the whole situation. It was literally as if it was Game of Thrones. They're like, dude, actually, we need you back. And he's saying, nope, don't want to come back. But maybe there's something we could work out. So Sam Altman is back, but not under OpenAI. He's now leading a new AI division under Microsoft. So really, Microsoft shareholders, people like potentially you, people definitely like me, are massively benefiting. Because before this, Microsoft roughly had about a half ownership stake in whatever brainchild Sam Altman came up with. But now that he's officially working for Microsoft, well, they have 100% stake in it. Anyway, let's get back into the drama that actually played out. OpenAI's board announced late Friday that it was removing Altman and replacing him on an interim basis with technology chief Mir Murati. Well, that didn't last long because Mir never actually got the official go-ahead. It went to the Twitch CEO, and that was a whole debacle in itself. But that's currently who's leading OpenAI, which is no longer under Sam, but Sam is back with Microsoft. It's crazy. It's complicated. They should definitely make a Bachelor season based on all the craziness. Then late Sunday night, OpenAI said it was bringing on board former Twitch CEO Emmett Shear to run the AI company. So Emmett Shear's in, Mira's out, Sam Altman's back in, but under a whole new division. Now, you might think that by itself is crazy enough, but throughout the trading day today, Monday, things got even crazier. More than 90% of OpenAI staff threatened to quit over Altman exit. OpenAI employs 770 people. Over 700 of them signed an open letter basically telling the OpenAI board to go F itself, and if they don't, they're gonna quit. Hundreds of OpenAI employees threatened to follow Altman to Microsoft unless board resigns. Hundreds of OpenAI employees have signed a letter demanding the board resign or face an employee exodus to Sam Altman's new venture at Microsoft, quote unquote, imminently. I think you're starting to understand the picture here. A lot of chaos, a lot of insanity, but when you dive into it, it's actually just at a whole nother level. One of the guys who helped orchestrate the coup on the board is actually one of the first people to sign this letter telling the rest of the board to resign. So like I said, backstabbers getting stabbed in the front who are getting stabbed in the back, it's just pure chaos. And at the end of the day, at least as of now, it does seem like Microsoft, the company, is the ultimate winner, but I think we're a couple seasons away from this storyline truly ending, so please stay tuned. In the meantime, don't forget that I said today had two bells of the ball. Yes, Microsoft was one, hitting a new all-time high, but don't forget another one did as well. NVIDIA, the world's leading semiconductor company, those fancy processing chips, the GPUs, the CPUs, NVIDIA also hit a new all-time high. And as you can see here, the bears are getting absolutely murked. Does the bull camp know something we don't? Is there a bit of FOMO in the air? Is there something else going on in the ether? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, but I do know as of Tuesday, November 21st, we're gonna have NVIDIA's earnings, and right now, there's clearly a lot of excitement going into it. NVIDIA's earnings will give Wall Street a peek into AI demand heading into 2024. When NVIDIA reports fiscal third quarter earnings on Tuesday, analysts expect to see year-over-year growth above 170%. Investors will be closely watching the forecast for the fiscal fourth quarter when sales growth is expected to be near 200%. While NVIDIA doesn't typically provide guidance for the upcoming year, any indication of how demand looks for 2024 will be heavily scrutinized. So let me try to put this another way. The bar for NVIDIA is set extraordinarily high. If it is cleared, NVIDIA will continue to rip to the upside. It will continue to absolutely punish the bears. However, if they don't hit that very high bar, well, the party, at least in the short term, might be coming to a bit of a pause. And for those of you who want to know exactly what the line in the sand is, well, the revenue expectation is $16.1 billion, which is up 172%. And the EPS, the earnings per share expectation, is $3.37. So once again, this is all going down after the market closes tomorrow, Tuesday, November 21st. There's going to be a lot of high-flying action. I highly recommend getting a bowl of popcorn and paying attention to all the fun. But for those of you who demand more fun and entertainment right now, check this out. US is seeking more than $4 billion from Binance to end its case. The US Justice Department is seeking more than $4 billion from Binance as part of a proposed resolution of a years-long investigation into the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Negotiations between the Justice Department and Binance include the possibility of its founder, CZ, would face criminal charges in the US under an agreement to resolve the probe into alleged money laundering, bank fraud, and sanctions violations. CZ is currently residing in the United Arab Emirates, which doesn't have an extradition treaty with the US, but that doesn't prevent him from coming voluntarily. As I'm filming this and fact-checking myself, I do want to let you know that in real time, I am seeing reports on Twitter that they have come to some sort of agreement and Binance will pay the bill, but I haven't seen it verified on other sources, so I just want to let you know that we're kind of in that awkward middle, and by the time you're watching this, there might be more news on that particular front. But just for posterity's sake, I do want to let you know that Bitcoin is looking phenomenal. As I'm filming this, Bitcoin currently trading at $37,000 and some change, looking to continue its upside momentum. And if you ask me, I do believe that this bullish momentum will continue up and away, because I believe that there's that much excitement surrounding the whole spot Bitcoin ETF. Cathie Wood's ARK Investment Management and digital asset firm 21 Shares just became the first major applicant in the US spot Bitcoin ETF race to list a fee on their planned offering. The ARK 21 Shares Bitcoin ETF would carry a management fee of 80 basis points. Now I get it, that really might not seem like the biggest update, but throughout the day today, there were almost 10 different changes in this ETF filing, as in there seemingly is something going on behind the scenes with the potential approval of a spot ETF. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the short term, I'm talking the next month or two, we get some major updates related to the world of is a spot Bitcoin ETF approved or not approved within the US. But I do want to let you know, I'm not a lawyer, I don't speak legalese, but it seems as if we are very extraordinarily close to officially getting a spot Bitcoin ETF. For those of you potentially scratching your head thinking, why is this so bullish for Bitcoin? Don't forget that not only is this regulatory clarity within the US, but it's officially some highway on-ramps for big Wall Street money to get invested in Bitcoin if they so choose. And then also don't forget about the retirement industry. We're talking in excess of $10 trillion that now has an easy way to get into the world of BTC if they so choose. Now, this story has nothing to do with the overall market ripping, crypto ripping, crazy drama, but it is still a ridiculous story in itself, so I wanted to share it with all of you. Shell, the energy company, has published its annual tax report. Once more, the 2022 edition shows the vast profitability of its tax-free and little-known oil trading unit in the Bahamas with just 37 employees. Once again, 37 employees. The Bahamas trading unit reported $1.55 billion in tax-free profits last year. But wait, it gets even better. Over the last 5 years, from 2018 to 2022, Shell has made tax-free profits of $4.6 billion. That's billion with a B. 4.6 billion in the Bahamas, employing roughly 35 people. I don't know about you, but I think it's time that I officially become an energy trader. Okay, so let's review. You know, there's a lot of drama going down at Microsoft and the stocks ripping to a new all-time high with the overall market and the NASDAQ. We know Nvidia also hit a new all-time high and is also about to report its earnings, which is going to cause it to go even more haywire. On top of that, we know crypto's looking good, but there's some drama there. And we also know that, surprise, companies are finding ways to make billions of dollars profit-free. And on top of that, coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, we know that big companies are making billions of dollars of profit and paying absolutely no tax. So what else do you need to know? Well, let me give you a very quick rundown of the other major things playing out this week as we get closer and closer to Turkey Day. If you want, you can sign up for this newsletter. It is completely free, macros.locals.com. It's in the description of the video, and it's also how you get access to the official Goonie Discord if you want to trade by my side, other traders. We do some gaming, some sports gambling, and just good chit chat throughout the trading day to make some of those paint drying sessions a little bit more tolerable. But I do want to let you know in the newsletter, once again, you could get it for free right here, Tuesday, November 21st. Not only is it NVIDIA's reporting day, but at 2 p.m. we're going to get the FOMC meeting minutes. Later on, initial jobless claims. This is normally coming out Thursday, but this week it's Wednesday because on Thursday of this week, November 23rd, the market is closed in observation of Thanksgiving Day. And then on Friday, it is open until 1 p.m. So we have a half trading day this Friday. Obviously, all the earnings, the major one that a lot of you are going to be paying attention to is obviously going to be NVIDIA. But in terms of seasonality, I do want to let you know that Tuesday, November 21st, very bullish. The bulls have won this day historically over the past 2.5 decades, 2 out of 3 times, 64% with a nice profit factor of 1.72. And here's a quick peek at the equity curve, generically trending up and to the right. Now, does this mean that the bulls win it every single year? No. That's not what it's saying. It's saying it wins it every 2 out of 3 times. And obviously, historic performance is no indication of what's going to happen in the future. It's no guarantee. But I like to think that doesn't often repeat, but it often rhymes. So I just want to let you know that from now until Turkey Day, the bulls seemingly have a nice upper hand. That's what I have for you in this update video. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, if you had a laugh or two, or if you just feel bad for me, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.
Have a beautiful day.